is my favorite week ever, Dot Week, and we get to celebrate making our mark by making dots this week. This is inspired by Peter Reynolds' book, The Dot, all about Vashti's experience in making her mark and seeing where just a mark on a paper can take her. This book you should have read with Miss McCaskill yesterday. If you didn't, there's going to be a link on our assignment page where you can go and watch a little short film about this book. This book is about a student who thinks that they can't draw, and her teacher proves her wrong. She says, just make a mark and see where it takes you. And so Vashti takes her pencil and she jabs her paper, and her teacher doesn't get mad. She takes the paper and hangs it in a swirly gold frame above her desk. And the next day, it inspires Vashti. It touches her heart so much that she is inspired to make a whole dot gallery. And so this week, we are going to be making a dot gallery. If you haven't seen any of the art galleries at Mount Pleasant in the past, I'm going to show you some here. We always make our own dot, inspired by the things that we love, and we always hang them together in a collaborative display. Now this year is going to be a little bit different because we're actually not together. This year you're going to be creating a dot using certain colors, and then when you send it in to me, I am going to arrange it digitally and in our school. So when we do get back to school, we can actually see our dot day celebration. So this week is all about using creativity by creating a dot. Now, what is a dot? A dot is a circle. So in this lesson, you're going to need something to trace that is a circle. That can be a cup, that can be a bowl, that can be a plate. Your dot can be how big you want it to be or how small you want it to be. But make sure that you are putting heart into your art. All right, let's get started. As a school, we are going to be creating a dot day display. Here's a sketch of that display that I'm thinking. Since we are not together in person, I'm going to call this display Together in Our Hearts, because we can still create art even if we are apart. So, that rhymes. Here's what we're going to be thinking about. If you are in kindergarten or first grade, when you create your dot today, you're going to be needing to use the red, orange, and yellow color family. So any of those colors you can use to create the dot. You can use all red, yellow, and orange, or you could just use yellow or just use orange. Those are the colors that kindergarten and first grade is going to be using. Now, if you are in second grade or third grade, you're going to be using the lime green, yellow, and green family color. Is teal in that? Sure, you can use teal in that because that's a blue-green. So, when you're creating your dot, I would like for you to stick with those colors. You can decorate your dot however you want, but I'm asking that you just use these colors. And if you are in 4th or 5th grade, if you're in 4th or 5th grade, I want you to use the blues and purple families. It's going to be purples, light blues, dark blues, indigo. I'm asking that you use these colors because when we display these, we are going to make sure it is going in color order. This book is all about growth mindset, and I'm sure that you've heard that term before. You might not know how to do a dot, and that's okay. You might not know how to do it yet. Growth mindset is thinking that you can do it if you try your best. And so that's what I want you to do when you're creating your dot today. Let's go ahead and get started. Project, you can really use anything that you want, but you're going to need some papers, a pencil, an eraser, anything that you can use color with, whether that's paints, markers, or crayons. And you're going to need something round to trace. That can be a bowl, a roll of tape, a plate, anything that's round that you want to create your dot with. And of course, you're going to need some heart in your art. Go ahead and hit that pause button and gather your materials. First thing you're going to do is write your name on the back and your grade, because remember, no name, no fame. Once you have your name, go ahead and flip your paper like a pancake and let's get ready to start. You're going to need whatever you picked from your house with permission to trace it onto your papers. I'm going to flip this bowl over and I'm going to begin taking my pencil and tracing it all the way around my round object, creating a circle, which is a dot. Once I take that away, you'll see that I have a dot on my paper. Now, we are going to cut out our dot because when we display these, we want them just to be a little circle. So, if you will take your scissors and go ahead and start cutting out your dot.
See where it takes you. See where it takes you when you make a mark.
Now is when we put some heart into our art. For the first color family I'm going to demonstrate, I'm going to be using the kindergarten color family. So that's that red, orange, and yellows. Now when you create your dot, you can really create it however you want. You can draw a picture on it. The only thing I'd like to have on the front is somewhere put your name. You can use lines that we've been talking about to create your dot. You could draw an image, however you want. You're going to decorate your dot using anything that is in your heart. I would love for you to fill the space trying to get rid of all the white on your paper. You can use crayons, you can use paints, you can use markers, whatever material you have at home that you love, you can use to decorate your dot as long as you're using that color family. In second or third grade, you're going to do the same thing, trace your circled object, and then you are going to be using the green color family to decorate your dot. Again, you can decorate it however you want as long as you're using that green color family.
Make a mark. All you gotta do is start. Paint a dot and watch it splatter. Make a mark. Make a mark. Make a mark. Make it matter. Make it matter.
Lastly, for my 4th and 5th grade friends, you're going to use your circular object, whether it's a bowl or a plate, and you're going to use the purple and blue color family to decorate your dot. Remember, try to include your name. You could do a pattern, you could do some type of design, whatever you want to do to fill that space of your dot.
See where it takes you. See where it takes you when you make a mark. All you gotta do is start. Paint a dot and watch it splatter. Make a mark. Make it matter. Make it matter.
Now, how are you going to submit these? That is the question. I would love for you to take an image of your work and upload it onto Canvas so I can see it. If you are going to use the video option, please just hold your dot up into the camera so I can get a good screenshot of it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these, print them off, and create a display at school so when we are together, we can see our dots hung together in one collaborative work in the hallways. I think I forgot to mention that Dot Day is celebrated all over the world. It's an international art holiday. Isn't that cool that you get to be a part of it? I hope that this lesson and this week always inspires you to never be afraid to make your mark on this world.
And watch it splash.